Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation today. Looking forward to chatting with you. Give me a call on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. All right, couple things on my list here that we can possibly chat about. Again, if there's something else you want to talk about, by all means, we can do that as well. You're still going to have to call me, though. So anyway, first on the list. So ABC has lifted the suspension on Jimmy Kimmel Live and will be broadcasting tonight. However, two major ownership entities, Nexstar Media Group, Inc., they own 32 ABC affiliates across the country, and Sinclair Broadcasting Group, they own another 30. They're preempting the show. They're going with other programming. They're still keeping Jimmy Kimmel off of their ABC affiliates. So your thoughts on that? Is it strictly because of what Jimmy Kimmel said concerning Charlie Kirk and MAGA Republicans? Or is it because of maybe FCC interference? What are your thoughts? Sinclair said they're not going to put him back on until Jimmy Kimmel apologizes, a sincere apology to the Kirk family, and donates a meaningful sum of money to Turning Point USA. Jimmy Kimmel, on the other hand, says he is not going to apologize. So a little bit of a standstill there, I guess. The U.S. Secret Service, and this is still a developing story. They said they were able to dismantle a network of electronic devices that was being created to disable and interrupt cell phone and communication devices. It was able to, the Secret Service says they were able to, they would have been able to shut down cell phone towers, 911 emergency, would have been able to send out 30 million anonymous text messages that were untraceable every minute. So theoretically, they could cover the country in about 12 minutes. So they don't know who was behind all of this. They're continuing their investigations, and I'm sure we'll find out more as it becomes available to the Secret Service. President Trump, along with members of the Federal Drug Administration yesterday and Secretary Kennedy, have announced a warning, I guess you can say it, to go out to all physicians, asking that, well, the use of Tylenol or any product with acetaminophen be, just used sparingly by pregnant women. They said there's an associated with the use of Tylenol during pregnancy of an increased risk to autism. So the industry, they're fighting back, saying, we've got years of data here that everything's safe, it's fine. Others say, well, there's jury's still out, that there are indications there that there is a link between Tylenol usage and autism. So we can chat about that. Let me see. Also out in California, Governor Newsom out in California, he signed a new law that requires law enforcement to be unmasked. So, in other words, they're aiming this after ICE agents that are working for Homeland Security in tracking down illegal aliens. So they say this is necessary because of states like California and sanctuary cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles, where people are doxing members of ICE, employees of ICE, putting out their personal information and their addresses and other information that could potentially be threatening to the ICE agents. So they do that to protect their identities, while at the same time they are wearing clothing that indicates who they are. So, but the administration out in California wants to no masks whatsoever. All righty. Las Vegas. How many of you go out to Las Vegas? Not even annually, but semi-regular basis. You go on out for a vacation, I don't know, maybe to take in some shows, gambling or whatever. Las Vegas is in a visitor's slump. They're down about 12% year over year in visitors coming to Sin City. And a lot of people are blaming it on the cost of Las Vegas now, complaining about coffee costing $14 a cup, or even lemonade $12 a glass. One woman complained about a breakfast at Starbucks where she got coffee and bagel bites, egg bites, something like that. $18 cost her. $30 to get an alcoholic drink at Cosmopolitan. Others have said $95 fee to use an ATM are all factors in why visitation is down. So for those of you that go to Vegas, I've been to Vegas. I went out there for a couple trade shows in my industry. It's been years since I've been out to do that. I don't gamble. So I don't see the appeal of it. Not that anything's wrong with it. I don't myself. I have no urge to go to Las Vegas. So, but for those of you that do, are these complaints valid? The $14 cup of coffee and the $30 alcoholic drink. Are these valid? Or are they just going to the wrong places in Vegas? So let me know on that. And finally, the Pirates, as you heard TJ mention earlier, open up their final 6 games of the season on the road. They're in Cincinnati tonight. Right now, it looks like Pirate ace star pitcher Paul Skeens is going to go on the mound tomorrow, his final start of the season. So my question for you, as the season comes to an end, now all the awards will start being announced. Paul Skeens is currently has a record of 10 wins, 10 losses. He's got an ERA of 2.03. I think it's about 208 strikeouts he has, and he'll probably add to that tomorrow. Maybe if it's a good outing, he lowers his ERA to below 2.0. Maybe finishes with a record of 11-10. quality starts are up there, and a lot of statistics are really in his favor. Should Paul Skeens win the National League Cy Young Award? I mean, he could end up with a losing record, actually, at 10-11. He could be winning at 11-10, or he stays put at 10-10. But with the other numbers, do you think that qualifies him for winning the Cy Young Award? And is it all just about wins and losses? Or, again, do these other stats come into play? So your thoughts on that. So I'm asking you, Pirate fans, you baseball fans, chime in on that and let me know. So you're going to have to give me a buzz. And both lines are currently open, by the way. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. We'll start taking some of those calls right after this.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. Dom, let's get down to business. I hear we're having a big sale on F-150s.
Now that, JC, is an understatement. Check this out. We are taking up to $7,000 off MSRP on 2025 F-150 XL and XLT models, and you get these low interest rates: 3.9 for 60 months, 4.9 for 72, and 5.9 for 84. And yes, guys, you get both savings and the low interest rate. That's not a steal, that's a deal. John, we are making aggressive offers on all new inventory, so don't miss out. Stop, click, or call and get all the details.
Dom, along with Ford Motor Company, we are taking part in the largest dealer food drive in the world. So check this out. We're going to have a brand new F-150 in the showroom, and we're asking our customers and friends of the store to drop off all non-perishable food items to help us take part in the global month of caring. The food drive runs from the 15th to the 25th of September. Thank you in advance for your generosity. That's Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com. Offer includes all applicable incentives, must finance a Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Shopping for replacement windows in Fayette County? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, a family-owned and operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest-lasting windows you can buy.
We have a great selection of colors and finishes. We service the entire Fayette County area and will come to your home. Visit us at metropolitanwindows.com or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Give me a buzz. It is Open Conversation, so whatever you want to chat about. So President Trump addressed the UN today, United Nations. A couple things. He kind of, chastised those countries that continue to buy oil and gas from Russia. It says they're the ones, these countries, they're calling for an end to the war in Ukraine, but yet they continue to buy oil and gas from Russia, feeding their war machine with the money they need to prosecute the war. So chastise them on that, and then he goes on later on, and he talks about there will be no recognition of Palestine. I mean, I know I saw the map today of how many countries across the world have called for an independent state for Palestine. Have called for a country of Palestine, essentially. And, the United States is in the minority on that, saying, no. President Trump says you grant them recognition, and it's rewarding Hamas. Hamas has got to go. And it's interesting, so many of these countries that are pushing for an independent state have also said Hamas has to go. I don't see how you can have both. I don't see how you can have a free Palestine with Hamas in existence. All it's going to do is change the name. It's not going to change the dynamics in the Middle East. If you want the Middle East to change, if you want peace in the Middle East, Hamas has to go, and let the people of Palestine choose a government that will promote their wants, their needs, their independence, their standing in the world, in the League of Nations. So, it'd be nice. And by the way, Palestine has been offered its own state in the past, and Hamas has turned it down. They've turned it down. They got involved and said, nope, not going to do it. So Hamas really has to go. I mean, do you see any other alternative? What are your thoughts on that? If Palestine, if there is a recognized Palestine, what do you do with Hamas? Or does Hamas have to go altogether? And by the way, if that's done, how is it done? Is it just on paper? Will it still exist? I'm sure in some way Hamas is going to exist. But I guess it comes down to what form. Are you going to allow Hamas to be the government of a free Palestine? And if so, how does that change anything? So I go back to my original. How does that change anything? Also, why would Israel go along with a free Palestine with Hamas in charge, who would continue sending missiles into Israel, who would continue planning for Israel's demise? Why would Israel go along with something like that? So Hamas has to be taken off the table altogether. It's not even a talking point. And again, I'll come back then. We'll go to the other part of President Trump's speech in front of the UN. The war in Ukraine. It's been going on for 3.5 years. And the untold deaths that have taken place. Soldiers and civilians, which is really the crying shame of it all. Innocent civilians being killed. Ukraine is just trying to defend themselves. Russia, the aggressor. If you're wanting the war to come to an end, why would you continue buying gas and oil from Russia when there are other possibilities out there? And that's President Trump's point. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So, yeah, I know there are those out there that, and this has been brought up on the news and other, political discussions that, back in the campaign last year, Donald Trump says, he'd end the war, in a day. Well, that's all well and good. Yeah. But if the other sides or one of the participants is just unwilling, period, how? I like the story that President Trump told recently there, where his wife kind of called him out. Called out her own husband a little bit. And that's the way I'm taking it. Says, President Putin is not being honest with you. He says one thing, but as soon as your back is turned, he does another thing. So why are you continuing? And she's got a point. She does. But President Trump also, he's the deal maker. He wrote a book on it, right? He thinks there's always a way to make a deal to get things accomplished that you want accomplished. One thing he wants accomplished is the end of the war, and he feels there's got to be a way to end this war, to have Vladimir Putin stop the war, pull his people out of Ukraine. There's got to be something. They just haven't come upon that formula yet. And maybe the formula that's needed is for the rest of the world to get on board and say, we're not buying oil and gas from Russia anymore. Cut it off. Cut it off and see what happens. Now, I'm not saying that it has to be permanent. There's going to be a little rewarding here. Okay, Russia, cut them off. Russia sees that they're no longer able to afford it for whatever reason, and Vladimir Putin, he calls an end to the war, pulls his troops out. Okay, now you give them a little bit of reward and you start buying back. But maybe that's part of the, I don't know. I'm not in the seat. I'm not in Washington. You're not in Washington. So maybe. 724-438-4593. Let's get our first call of the afternoon. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Good afternoon, Russ. How you doing today?
Good, Bill. You?
I can't complain, sir. Thank you very much. Enjoying the rain in Mon Valley. It's, it's quit raining, but it rained real hard a little while ago. So, hey, we need the rain.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to shovel the rain. I got questions for you and your listeners.
Okay.
Couple nights ago, night before last to be exact, I was sitting and looking in the sky and what have you, and there was a series of lights that were moving, as in airplanes, like you would see airplanes going into an airport at nighttime.
Yeah.
Somebody on the internet put a picture on her, which I took a video. Actually, you can actually see them. But anyway, he put them online, and yes, it was in the Pittsburgh area, and they also reported it down in Tennessee, somewhere. It was around 11:30 in the evening, and probably till 2. It looked like a bunch of planes coming in, and I'm not that close to the airport, but certainly wouldn't see that at that time of night to begin with in Pittsburgh. But I just wonder if any of your listeners happen to have noticed that or seen that. It'd be Sunday night, and it's really crazy. I got videos of it, and I've shown people, and they're like, "What in the world is that?" I'm like, "It's a bunch of," and they look like they came out of nowhere. I mean, they just appeared like out of the clear blue sky.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was foggy that night. So I'm not foggy. I'm sorry, cloudy. And I was just curious if anybody else in the area saw them. It was really crazy. It was spooky because they just seemed like it's coming and coming and coming. I bet you there had to have been, I'm guessing 30 to 50 of them somewhere in that neighborhood. Quite a few of them.
Okay.
And I don't know if you ever heard of Starlink train of satellites that goes across the sky now and then. It was not that.
Okay.
And so I'm just curious if any of your listeners happen to notice it or not, because it was kind of different. So
yeah, no, I didn't know anything. I didn't see anything. This first I've heard of it, Bill. So, but we'll ask. I wonder, of course, Greater Pitt is also tied into the 109th Tactical Air Group out of Pitt.
Yes,
Greater Pitt. I don't know. Maybe it was a bunch of planes returning from some kind of training mission as well. On that, that could be part of it.
But the one I saw, and again, I have a video of it. It looked like it went below the horizon, and then came back up again. And the area that happened in, and you can see the horizon quite well on my video.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it was on fire. You ever seen the wildfires they have in different places around the country, and you see them from far away, and it looks like, just all you can see like a flame and like flickering and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like, and that's the part I can't understand. But yeah, I don't know if it was the Air Force, and I very well could have been the Air Force, but the way they came in and disappeared was makes you want to think a little bit about something coming in from outer space. But I'm like, yeah, we do have a lot of space cadets in this world, so you never know. So it could have been them to beam them up, beam me up, Scotty.
All right.
Okay, I was just curious. Anybody? I just throw it out there.
Here's another fun topic we can add for today, and we can even continue it into tomorrow. So all kinds of urban legends, if you will. So so Mothman.
Yep.
Right. We can chat about Mothman. We can talk about Bigfoot. Sightings of Bigfoot throughout southwestern PA. What is it, Kecksburg, PA, with UFOs, and a crash landing in Kecksburg, I think, is one of them. The B-51 bomber in the Mon River.
Down Pittsburgh,
yeah. So we can chat about all of these urban myths, these conspiracy theories. This could be a kind of a fun time.
Yeah, it would be, because there's so many wild stories out there that people can or cannot confirm, and I can confirm it because I have it on video. So it's not like I just pulled it out of a hat and said, "Oh, look at this," but it's there, and it's just pretty wild. I wish I could just share with your audience, but I don't know how. Well, video. I don't know how to do that, but it was pretty wild. It had me thinking, "What in the world is going on here?"
All right.
Okay, Rush. You have a great day. So nice to chat with you.
Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye bye now.
Yep. So if anybody knows anything about lights in the sky Sunday night, that seemed a little unusual, give us a call and add on that. And you know what? We'll open up. Okay, Mothman. Book was written. A movie was made. What was it? The Mothman Prophecy. Was that it? I think. It's around Wheeling. I know there's another town in West Virginia where they have a Mothman festival every year, but wasn't it Wheeling was kind of part of that as well? So, and then again, the B-51 bomber going down in the Mon River, carrying a nuclear weapon, never found, supposedly. Right around Homestead is where it went down. Kecksburg, UFO crash, I believe, if I remember correctly, on that. Bigfoot sightings in the area. So, hey, if anything, if you want to add to those stories, those urban legends, those conspiracy theories, whatever, would love to hear from you on that. We can have a fun, and I'm not saying they're wrong, they're right, or anything else. I mean, it's stories, and that could be fun to listen to and chat about and ask questions about. So give me a buzz on that, 724-438-4593. Still wanting to hear from baseball fans out there. Does Paul Skeens deserve consideration for the Cy Young Award, the National League Cy Young Award this year? He's got, it looks like, one more start left of the season for him. Hopefully it'll be a good start, a winning start for him. So we can have a bright spot, if you will. He won Rookie of the Year last year. It'd be kind of neat following up with a Cy Young Award. Because, and I'm going to say, enjoy Paul Skeens while you can as a Pittsburgh Pirate. Because, as soon as his contract is up and all of the options that the Pirates are able to use to keep him, as soon as that comes to an end, he's gone. You know that. He's going to go elsewhere. He's going to go to a New York team. He's going to go to the Dodgers. He's going to go to some place that's going to pay him a heck of a lot more money than he's being paid by Bob Nutting right now. And I can't say as I blame him. Right now he's doing what he can to get through, I'm sure, to keep his to stay on everybody's radar, so that he can get that big payday in another 3 or 4 years from now. So, so enjoy him while he can. And again, does he deserve consideration for the National League Cy Young Award? Got to take a quick little break. When I come back, though, we'll continue the open conversation at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. And you and I together will close out hour one of What's on Your Mind right after this.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company. Conveniently located at 7896 National Pike, Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 45 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for Nutrena products and also carries livestock, equine, and pet supplies. So if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of an all-new fence, All Around Fence has the answers you need. Visit them Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 1, or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
Attention, active and retired coal miners. Have you been screened for black lung? Here at the Black Lung Clinic at Centerville Clinics, we offer yearly screenings, diagnosis, education, and treatment options to help you live a fuller, healthier life. We provide care regardless of your ability to pay. Call Centerville Clinics today at 724-632-6801. Do it today.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Although a message like this usually goes only to Chesler's mailing list of prior customers, a furniture sale this big demands a big approach to communication. As Chesler's approaches the fall selling season, and as the Tennessee Enterprises trucks arrive with the newest collections, Chesler's Fine Furniture's management finds the store is overstocked with too much inventory. Everything must go to give Chesler's room for displaying all the new tables, chairs, and servers. That's bad news for us, but great news for you. Chesler's management has marked down prices dramatically on hundreds of items, all in stock for either immediate pickup or delivery into your home. You're guaranteed to save on fine crafted furniture from Tennessee Enterprises during this incredible sale, now in progress. Financing and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. We've got about 4 minutes to go in hour one of What's on Your Mind, so plenty of time for that conversation. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Whatever you want to chat about, that's fine by me. Okay, Las Vegas. I had asked earlier, with Las Vegas is seeing a drop in tourism. They're down about 12% from last year on that, and that that also translates to vacancy. Room vacancies are up, or for that matter, if you want to go, occupancy is down. Either way you want to look at it. Some people are referring to it as just the cost of things in Las Vegas. So taking that out of the equation, what do you find attractive about Las Vegas? As I mentioned, I don't gamble. I've been to Vegas a couple times for trade shows, and it is a fun town. The lights and the different attractions that are around. The one hotel trying to outdo the next as far as decorations or architecture or whatever. So it is fun to go to Las Vegas for that reason. Others, golfing is I think a bit of a draw. They're getting NFL is out there now. The Las Vegas Raiders, the Oakland Athletics are going to Vegas. They're currently building their stadium. So I don't know what they're going as right now. I don't know if they're considered the Las Vegas Athletics or because they're playing in Sacramento, California, I believe. So I don't know, and because they've left Oakland. So I don't know that you can refer to them as the Oakland Athletics. So I don't know how the Athletics are referring to themselves. But Major League Baseball, there's college sports out there. There is regular betting aside from the casinos out there. So and other sporting events that take place, the entertainment that's out there. So many rock stars or pop stars, even country stars, have residency contracts where they're playing at certain hotels throughout the year for a period of time. So I mean, is that the draw for you going out to Vegas? What takes you to Las Vegas? And has that changed over the years? So, let me know. I'm curious. So, alrighty. Also, the Tylenol warning, if you will, that the FDA has announced for pregnant women. Right now, apparently, Tylenol is the only pain reliever for headaches that is considered safe for a pregnant woman. Aspirin is not recommended. Ibuprofen is not recommended. And so now, all of a sudden, the FDA says, hey, you might want to rethink taking that. What do you do? Do you tough out a headache, or do you take a little bit of the Tylenol? So we can continue with that on the next hour as well. CBS is next. They're going to bring you news from around the world, around the country. And then TJ's in here with the local news, sports, and weather. And then we'll be back in here for hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. This is WMBS Uniontown. It is 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump addresses the UN General Assembly.
I'm here to tell the truth. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
He blasted the UN for its stance on migration, among other things.
When your prisons are filled with so-called asylum seekers who repaid kindness, and that's what they did. They repaid kindness with crime. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. Let's see, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
He also criticized countries recognizing a Palestinian state and said they're rewarding Hamas. Phyllis Bennis at the Institute for Policy Studies.
The votes at the General Assembly in recent days involving a number of questions around the crisis in Gaza and in the West Bank show and in fact escalate the isolation of the United States and Israel.
Trump said the UN's empty words don't solve wars. He will meet this afternoon with the leaders of Arab countries to seek their input for Gaza. Democratic leaders were set to meet with Trump ahead of a potential federal government shutdown. He canceled. They say he chickened out. Correspondent Nancy Cortez.
It definitely hands the Democrats some rhetorical ammunition as they try to make the case that it is Republicans and the White House that are courting this shutdown and not them. They'll now be able to say they had a meeting on the books with the president in advance of this potential shutdown and that he's the one who backed out.
A federal trial getting underway this week is set to examine whether Amazon tricked customers into signing up for Prime. Correspondent Jesse Mitchell reports.
Amazon is facing a jury trial in Seattle focusing on allegations by federal regulators that it duped customers into signing up for Prime membership and made it difficult to cancel. The FTC alleges Amazon was part of what it called a years-long effort to trick millions of customers into automatically renewing Prime subscriptions.
A Missouri woman has been sentenced to more than 4 years in federal prison for scheming to defraud Elvis Presley's family by trying to auction off his Graceland home. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum on the elaborate scheme.
The fraud was that Lisa Marie Presley had borrowed $3.8 million and pledged as collateral the entire estate of Graceland and then died. And then these two private fake entities sued and essentially created notices in local newspapers that they had foreclosed on the property and that they were now the owners.
Checking numbers on Wall Street at this hour, stocks are lower. The Dow Jones Industrial's off 94 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4HRT, or visit wvumedicine.org/heart.
Another study finds exercise is good for the brain. CBS's Vicki Barker reports.
Scientists have long known that exercise is important for brain health. Among other things, it raises the levels of a crucial protein involved in learning and memory. Now, Swedish scientists have discovered the mechanism behind that, the buildup of lactic acid that follows a heavy workout. They also found an IV infusion of lactate can trigger the same brain response. The scientists say that will never replace the workouts because exercise delivers so many other benefits as well. But this could lead to therapies for people with compromised brain health. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
A study of large urban medical centers finds only 3 to 14% of women were screened for anxiety or depression, and 50 to 70% with symptoms of mental health disorders did not get a diagnosis. Health experts say women who do receive mental health services improve quickly with depression symptoms. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant Dieter. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It is 2:05. It is cloudy and 68 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Fayette County's personal injury attorney since 1976. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano, sports and weather in just a bit. A Waynesburg man charged with setting fire to a church and a home in Greene County in August was held for court on all charges following a preliminary hearing yesterday. Police said the clothing they found in Jesse Patterson's motel room had distinctive marks that matched those seen in surveillance footage from St. Anne Church and a residence on High Street. Both are located in Waynesburg. Patterson faces a slew of felony charges, including arson. He's in the Greene County Jail on $250,000 bond. The new owners of the Washington Crown Center shopping mall have been identified, and they are planning a big redevelopment. PREP Funds, based in Cleveland, and Los Angeles-based Industrial Realty Group have acquired the mall in North Franklin Township, Washington County. It will be renamed Franklin Crossroads Park and undergo a $40 million transformation into a mixed-use site with a retail center on the eastern side of the property and a business park on the west. The chairman of the township supervisor says demolition of part of the new mall is imminent, including the movie theater and the old Bon-Ton store. A state lawmaker plans to introduce legislation that would require mental health programs in school districts. State Representative Napoleon Nelson is proposing legislation that would require all 500 public school districts to create a comprehensive mental health plan as just one piece of a package of bills. One includes trauma in the student's health record, which allows educators and support staff to be better equipped to provide timely interventions and prioritize services throughout a student's time in the public school system. Nelson is finalizing language of the proposed bills with members of the House Education Committee and expects to introduce the legislative package in the coming weeks. Thursday is the deadline for getting in on an $8.9 million settlement over misleading claims from the prebiotic drink Poppi. Here's Tammy Trujillo with more.
The drink's former owner, VNGR Beverage, marketed Poppi as good for gut health, a claim the suit says is not backed by science. Customers who bought the beverage between January of 2020 and July of 2025 can get part of the settlement. Proof of purchase is required for some reimbursement. Without that, the cap is $16. Claim forms can be submitted online or mailed in. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
WMBS time is 2:08. We'll check sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323. 439-2323. 439-2323.
In sports, Pirates start their final 6 games of the season. They'll visit the Cincinnati Reds tonight. Johan Oviedo will go for the Bucks, who are 67-89 and have won 2 in a row. Pregame is at 6:15, first pitch 6:40 here on WMBS. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin met with the media today ahead of their Sunday morning game against the Minnesota Vikings in Dublin, Ireland. On the injury front, Alex Highsmith is out. Deshaun Elliott and Joey Porter have a chance to play. Darius Slay has a leg contusion and could be limited early this week. Steelers and Vikings both 2-1 in Ireland Sunday morning at 9:30.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
This Weather Watch is brought to you by Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon.
Is it time to find a home that fits your lifestyle? Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with beautiful, energy-efficient homes packed with features you've been dreaming about at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51.
Scattered showers this afternoon, 72. Some showers early tonight, otherwise cloudy and 64. Cloudy with occasional showers tomorrow, 72. Right now it's cloudy and 68 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:11 on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes here on WMBS.
This Weather Watch was brought to you by Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. Is it time to find a home that fits your lifestyle? Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with beautiful, energy-efficient homes packed with features you've been dreaming about at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51.
If you've driven by Tireman's Auto Garage, you've probably seen all the 2-, 4-, and 6-seater golf carts. Well, they're available for sale and financing is available. Interested in running a golf cart? See Joe and Kim at Tireman's Auto Garage about daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. Tireman's Auto Garage, voted best in Fayette for tires and the best prices in town for tires with CIMA and Snap Leasing available. Mill Street, phone 724-425-9606 for Tireman's Auto Garage on Mill Street in Uniontown.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, a part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Hello, Uniontown and Fayette County. This is attorney Erica Dowd of Quattrini Law Group. Are you a veteran suffering from a service-related disability or disease? Not all injuries are obvious or happen quickly. We've helped hundreds of veterans with conditions like PTSD, neuropathy, heart conditions, and cancers get the benefits they deserve, even when their conditions didn't start until many years after service. VA benefits can be paid for any condition that could have been caused or worsened by your service, from Agent Orange exposure, Camp Lejeune water exposure, burn pits, or physical injuries in the service. If you were disabled from your military service, we can help you. The consultation is free and no obligation. Call us today at 1-888-534-6016 or Google Quattrini Law Group. Again, this is attorney Erica Dowd from Quattrini Law Group, reaching out to veterans like you.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We're going to continue with the open conversation here in hour two. Give me a call on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind brought to you by Bright Stripes, seal coating and line striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Baw's Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. All right, just to kind of go back over my talking points from the first hour, and these are just possible topics you and I can chat about. If there's something else you want to talk about, that's fine with me. Just give me a buzz. So first one, ABC has reinstated Jimmy Kimmel Live. It'll be on TV tonight. I don't know if we'll be able to watch it, though. And the reason I say that is two major media groups that own ABC affiliates. Nexstar Media Group, they own 32 affiliates across the country, and Sinclair Broadcast Group, they have another 30. Well, they're going to continue not airing. They're preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live to go with other programming. So, WTAE here carries is the ABC station. I don't know who. I think they might be owned by Sinclair. I'm not sure. So anyway, your thoughts on this? Do you think it is government interference that Jimmy Kimmel's been taken off the air, or is it a business decision? First ABC, followed by these affiliate owner groups. So your thoughts again when it comes to business. They're saying that Jimmy Kimmel's remarks last week were insensitive at the wrong time, was more divisive, and really was not something they wanted to be associated with. So, and this on top of, ratings have been dropping. So there's that. U.S. Secret Service uncovered and dismantled some kind of communication network that it looks like it was aimed to interrupt communication in the United States. Who was really aimed at, they don't know. Everything that the equipment that they found and confiscated, everything was all within a 35-mile radius of the UN. So is that something to do with it? But this equipment could have taken down cell phone towers, cell phone usage, 911 systems, was able to send anonymous texts that were untraceable to 30 million phones per minute. Could have covered, theoretically, the entire nation in about 12 minutes with that. So there you go. We can chat about that. Again, this is a continuing story. I'm sure there will be more released to the press as the Secret Service gets into this more and more. Las Vegas visitors are down about 12% over last year. And so a lot of, why questions going about on that. So again, if you've been to Vegas, what took you there? Do you continue going to Las Vegas? And why? What takes you there? What brings you back time and time again? So would love to hear from you on that. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is putting out a notice of the risk for taking Tylenol during pregnancy, saying it can be associated with an increased risk of autism in your unborn child. So thoughts on that? How would you handle that? California passed a law, Governor Newsom signed into law, requiring law enforcement to be unmasked. I'm sure this is heading to court. The federal government, and the idea being this law is aimed at ICE officials and immigration officials as they try to round up illegal aliens for deportation. The federal government says that it doesn't matter to them whether this law is in place or not because California law does not supersede federal law and guidelines. So they'll continue doing what they're doing, ICE and immigration agents, and this law does not affect them. So we'll see how that goes. And then the Major League Baseball regular season is coming to an end. Pirates start the first of their final 6 games tonight. They're on the road in Cincinnati. Pirate star pitcher Paul Skeens, right now anyway, is scheduled to start tomorrow night. It'll be his last start of the season. Currently, he has a record of 10-10. He's got, I think it's 208 strikeouts. He's got an ERA of 2.03. Other positive stats to go there as well. So he is in the mix of possible National League Cy Young Award winners. Do you agree with that? And should he win? Right now, as I said, record of 10-10. Theoretically, he could finish the season with the winning record, if depending on how it goes tomorrow, with 11-10. He could lower his ERA to below 2. Should increase the number of strikeouts. So is Paul Skeens a viable candidate to win the National League Cy Young Award? And do you think he should? So we can chat about that. And then finally, one thing that was kind of surfaced last hour was, urban legends or conspiracy theories that have a tri-state area feel to it. So in other words, the Mothman prophecy or the Mothman of West Virginia. So I think that took place around the Wheeling, West Virginia area. The disappearance of I think it was a B-51 bomber in the Monongahela River around Homestead. So, that sightings of Bigfoot in the area, a UFO crash in Kecksburg. And is there any other ones that I'm missing? I'm sure there are. I'm just not familiar or I'm not remembering them right now. So give me a call about those. I think it could be kind of fun chatting about those and your theories on all of that. I know the bomber going down in the Monongahela River. Some of the stories going around was, there was an atomic bomb on the plane, and it was never found. Secret barges came in the middle of the night and pulled the plane and took it away. And was the bomb ever found? That type of thing. So, just some fun things that we can chat about on that. I think Kecksburg, again, is one of those things, supposedly a UFO crash. I think alien bodies were recovered at the scene. Again, this just a vague memory of that. So, if you know more, give me a buzz on that. And, of course, the Mothman, there is I think it's Fox Nation has a special about that right now. So, and it was kind of interesting, too. I did watch that, and it was kind of interesting. It gave some more history of the area, and I can't remember the little town in West Virginia that a lot of this takes place at. But it was a manufacturing center, a manufacturing hub of ammunition in World War II. And so the structures that were used to manufacture and house the ammunition are still there. There are these giant domes, I guess. So it's thought of that, that might be a home of Mothman where he resides during the day. I wondered if it'd be feasible to turn it into one of those, you hear about people taking old missile silos and turning it into a home. Well, why not one of these? That'd be kind of neat. Anyway, so there you go. Give me a buzz. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. You know what? It's close enough. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, both lines are open, so give me a call, and we'll take those calls right after this.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
hi, come on in. How are you feeling?
When you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
Warm weather means you'll be spending more time outside. So enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customers guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Shopping for replacement windows in Fayette County? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, a family-owned and operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest-lasting windows you can buy.
We have a great selection of colors and finishes. We service the entire Fayette County area and will come to your home. Visit us at metropolitanwindows.com or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. SUV season is here, and you can get that new, certified, or select pre-owned all-wheel drive that you've been looking for. It's just a test drive away. Let me show you how simple you can buy or lease your next vehicle. The season is changing, so fall into your best deal with me. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Great selections, super pricing, and deals on your next wheels. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It's Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. A couple new things I thought we could chat about here. Possibility. I don't know if you noticed. Bob Nutting's at it again. And this time not with the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's with the Uniontown newspaper. So I'm sure this is a cost-cutting measure on his part as a way to save money and therefore absolutely make more money. Your newspaper is now being delivered via the United States Postal Service. Did you notice? No longer is a real-life person delivering your newspaper. So he doesn't have to pay a person anymore. He's paying an entity. I don't know how much it costs to have the post office. I mean, I would imagine it's, not much different than a bulk mail rate of some kind. I don't know how much he paid the carriers, but I got to imagine this is a cost savings device on his part. So what do you think about that? And here's I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it an ethical question or morality question. I don't know. So the accused assassin for Charlie Kirk. The state of Utah says they're going to pursue the death penalty for him. Well, Erica Kirk, the widow, Sunday at his memorial funeral, said that she forgives her husband's killer. So, with the person most affected, arguably, by Charlie Kirk's death, forgiving the killer, should that change how the state pursues charges or penalties against the assassin? In other words, the widow has forgiven him, so, we're no longer going to pursue the death penalty. Again, it's as I saw in print, it's not Erica Kirk v. the assassin. It's the state of Utah v. the assassin. So what are your thoughts on that?
Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, Russ. This is Mike from Fairchance.
Hey, Mike.
Well, you touched on one of my pet peeves, and that's the newspaper.
Yes.
And I'm an old-fashioned guy. I like to have it in front of me. I like to read it. And I put up with them being a day and a half, maybe sometimes 2 days late on news. Mm-hmm. Like if you want to find out the Friday night football scores, you got to wait until Monday.
Yeah.
Then I put up with no Sunday paper that it's coming on Saturday now.
Yeah.
Well, in Fairchance, about 6 months ago, they took our carrier away from us, and they've been delivering it in the mail.
Wow.
For about 6 months now. Okay.
Wow, that long. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I went down and complained. In fact, I canceled my subscription because I told them I didn't want my mail newspaper at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I want it in the morning.
Yeah.
And my mail comes a lot of times in the afternoon, or at least after lunch.
Yeah.
Lately, we've been missing it. Like, I didn't get a paper Saturday, so yesterday I got 2 papers.
Well, how is it if you canceled it, how are you still getting it, though?
Well, this is what I did. I put my tail between my legs, and I went back in because I'm cheap. And if you go to the newsstand, or to the gas station to get paper, it's $2. But if you subscribe, it's only $1.
Huh.
So I went back and I said, I'm sorry. Give me my subscription back. But now, I'm getting the fact that it's coming late in the afternoon, and then at least once a week, I don't get a paper. And then the following day, I'll get 2 papers.
Wow.
And you know what? I talked to a couple of the carriers in Fairchance. A lot of them, walk. They park their truck and they walk. They don't like carrying a newspaper because it's more luggage for them. So I don't know what kind of a deal he got going with the post office, but I don't think anyone's happy about it.
Yeah, my paper, I'm like you. I like my paper in the morning.
Yeah.
I've kind of got a routine,
Absolutely.
I do the crossword as I'm listening to the morning news programs and stuff.
Well, I do the crosswords now at nighttime.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what I got to do too, as well.
I know.
Yeah, or I hold off doing Monday's paper. I don't do anything on Monday, and on Tuesday morning I'll do Monday's crossword. That way I have it in the morning. I don't know, but I don't, because my mail doesn't come until 3:30.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And I knew the lady that delivered our paper every morning at 6 o'clock or 6:30. She would deliver it, and she would always have the little dog nuggets for my neighbor's dog, and she was real. We always gave her a Christmas card and stuff, and now that's all gone.
Yeah.
Oh well, sign of the times, I guess.
I think it's the sign of Bob nutting.
Isn't that the truth? It all comes down to him, it seems like.
Yes. I'm sure this is putting another dime in his pocket.
And I know, like, the Pirate Charities do a lot of things in Pittsburgh and stuff, but every year it seems like more and more, even that fiasco with the bricks back in the spring, where they had a mess up with that bricks and stuff, and the Clemente sign they took down and put something else up. He just does silly things that just aggravates everybody that's under him. Maybe one day he'll sell.
Yeah, well, he claims he's not. It's going to be a legacy for his family.
Well, I tell you what, if they come up with a salary cap, and with that come up with a floor where he has to spend so much, he might consider selling it.
He might then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, Russ, have a good day, buddy.
All right, Mike, thanks for your call. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. Hey, 724-438-4593. Give me a call. By the way, that is the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Give me a buzz. Let me know your 2 cents worth of complaining about the newspaper if you want. Actually, we'll make it more than that. We'll go with the full edition price of $2. So give me your $2 worth of complaining on the. So here you go. As Mike said, it's yesterday's news tomorrow. And now it's yesterday's news. Well, I don't know. Not even just tomorrow. It's 2 days from now. Really. If your mail doesn't come until afternoon, the news is no longer timely, right? Why bother? Just because tune into WMBS and you'll get your news in the morning. So maybe that's the best thing to do. So, okay, so give me a call on that. And then again, the death penalty against Charlie Kirk's assassin that the state of Utah is pursuing, with the widow having forgiven the assassin. Do you reconsider that possibility? Does the prosecution say, well, we can, the widow's forgiven, so he doesn't have to face the ultimate penalty anymore? What are your thoughts on that? I will tell you, I'm conflicted about the death penalty in most cases. Myself. On one hand, who has the right to take anybody's life? But on the other hand, some crimes, the guilty party, they've given up their right to life through their heinous deeds. And I kind of think that way more when it involves children. Bringing harm upon children to me is one of the most heinous crimes out there. Just any harm to a child. And you do that, and to me, that's one of those instances where you've given up the right to your own life in that regard. So, but in this case against Charlie Kirk, I don't know. I can understand pursuing it, but personally, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's best that he spend the rest of his life behind bars, where he can think about his deeds and maybe change his life around. I don't know. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, this is Donna.
Hey, Donna.
I'm just calling about the newspaper.
Yeah.
I agree. It's kind of crappy now because we had a wonderful carrier. Like he said, our paper was on our porch every morning by 6, sometimes earlier, and we didn't have any problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to get it through the mail. And last weekend we didn't get the Sunday paper till Monday because I did call and they just had a recorded message. They don't even answer the phone. They had an issue in Wheeling with the production, so the papers will be late.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got too late to be delivered by the mail because it didn't come to our post office on time.
Right.
So we got Sundays on Monday and Monday's paper on Monday. But again, like you're saying, it's, in the middle of the afternoon when you get your paper. I don't like it at all, and I know my neighbors here, we do not like it either.
Yeah.
I think he's just running this paper right into the ground. All he's interested in is making his money.
Mm-hmm.
We know the papers are struggling because they want you to read everything online, not have a paper. But I agree. I like my paper in front of me with my morning coffee. And
yeah.
It's just a change of the time, but it's not a good change.
Yeah. So I know that with this change, I guess if you subscribe to a hard copy, you now get access to the paper online.
Yes.
That wasn't the case before, I don't think, right? I think you had to pay?
I think
before,
so.
Yeah. So, my guess is, now that I think about it, Donna, is that he's trying to move, he's moving this in a direction where people are going to cancel the paper, and he's going to go back to charging for the internet.
I'm sure.
Version of it. When enough people cancel the hard copy, he'll go to complete digital.
Now, I may be wrong about the digital part. I'm not sure if you have to pay for that now or not because I don't subscribe to that part of it. I just get the paper part, the hard copy. But yes, you're probably right. He's going to force everybody onto the digital, and then he'll charge you what he wants to charge.
Yeah, I don't like reading a newspaper online.
No.
You know, I'll go to the Trib to especially when it comes to sports. And my beef with their web page is, okay, so you know you're paging down that front page and you see an article you want to read and you click on it, and you finish the article and you're done, and so you know hit the back button, I guess, to go back to the front page. Well, when you do that, it doesn't go back to where you last were on that page. Which would have been, you know, where you clicked on the article that you just read. It takes you back to the top of it. So now I got to start paging through again what I've already said I don't care about reading about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a pain.
Yes.
Yeah. Take me back to where I was. Don't take me back to the beginning again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's the sign of the time, but I don't like it. And plus, I feel bad for all these carriers. Like I said, we had a good carrier. Now he's out of a job.
Oh, so, I had a good one, too.
Yeah, and I don't think that was thoughtful. Plus the fact that we weren't even told that we were changing. Just our newspaper wasn't on our porch that day. And so by the time we got our mail, there was the letter in there from Augston over in Wheeling telling you that now you're going to get your subscription in the mail, and the mailman's handing us the mail, the newspaper, the same day. They never even notified us that they were...
Timing's everything, isn't it?
We're getting rid of our carrier.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knew it. Apparently he probably did, but it's sad
that
he had to lose his job because Mr. Nutting has to make more money in his pocket.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a tough world, I know, but you know, we like our little luxuries, and if that be the Herald Standard and that's all we have, I guess we have to put up with it till it bites the dust.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, well, thanks.
Okay, Donna.
Have a good day.
You do the same. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Hey, both lines are now open. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line is 724-438-4593. Give me a buzz. If you want more about the newspaper, that's fine. Would love to do that, talk about that some more. But yeah, you know, I know, you know, no carrier was going to get rich off of delivering papers. You know, nobody was going to go out and buy a beach home or a private jet or whatever. But, however, what I will say is how many of those carriers were using it to supplement their pay? You know, a couple hours of work, and you had to get up early. But that was their choice, and they did it, and they did it well. And it was a couple hours. But, you know, the amount of money that they were taking home, and again, I know it depended on how many papers were in their route. I don't know how much per paper they got paid. I don't. You know, I can remember seeing want ads in the paper for carriers and giving you an idea of what each route would cost or earn you. But I'm sure that helped make life easier for them, allowed them to buy a few, I don't know, luxuries or whatever it might be to supplement the income from their day job. And now that's gone. That's gone. So, and all because I'm sure Bob Nutting wanted to make another dime. All right, got to take a quick little break. To the caller that's just getting online now, bear with me. You're going to be first up after this.
It's a day that ends in Y, so it's a day that you might decide you don't want to cook. That means it's the perfect day to order Fat Angelo's. Offering delicious pizzas, salads, hoagies, strombolis and calzones, wings, and more. And with 12 locations across the area ready to serve you, today is the day to visit FatAngelosPizza.com, where you can quickly and conveniently find your local shop and place your order online. Or get the local phone number and give them a call. Order up!
Are you looking for personalized healthcare you can trust? At Montgomery Medical, they're accepting new patients.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Thomas. Having a primary care provider means better overall health, from preventative care to managing chronic conditions. We're here to support you every step of the way.
That's right. Hi, I'm Jenna Lutzka, a physician assistant. Plus, we have same-day appointments and walk-in same-day care available too. We're here for you.
Join the Montgomery Medical family today by calling 724-569-8100 to schedule your appointment. A family tradition of family medicine.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Laurel Ridge Eye Care reminds us that vision problems may develop so slowly you don't even notice until you find yourself reading less and straining to focus. If that's happening to you, call Dr. Aaron Sobel at Laurel Ridge Eye Care for a complete vision exam. If there's one thing you shouldn't overlook, it's your vision. Laurel Ridge Eye Care and board-certified ophthalmologist Dr. Aaron Sobel remind you that early detection of eye disease can help prevent blindness. Their complete vision exams can help determine if you are developing problems. Laurel Ridge Eye Care offers full-service medical, surgical, and laser eye care with cataract surgery performed at Uniontown Hospital. Don't take chances with your eyes. Schedule your appointment today by calling Laurel Ridge Eye Care at 724-437-2222. That's 724-437-2222. All insurances are accepted, as well as Visa, MasterCard, and debit card at Laurel Ridge Eye Care, 130 West Fayette Street in the former Hockey Funeral Home.
Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling are the ones to call when you need a dumpster. Red Rooster offers fast, friendly service and provides medium-sized dumpsters that will fit your needs, whether it's a general remodeling project, emptying a house, or doing a summer or fall cleanout. Just call Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling at 724-569-0337 for rates and availability. Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling in Smithfield also offers a 5% military discount. Call 724-569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster.
Don't fall behind on your home improvement projects. First Federal of Greene County's home improvement loans can help. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bathroom? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal offers FHA Title I home improvement loans, home equity loans, construction loans, and owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 458729.
WNBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation. One line's open, 724-438-4593. That means we have a caller on line one.
Hello, thanks for holding and welcome to the show.
Hey, it's Skipper. How you doing today?
Good, Skipper, you?
Good. Hey, you see any big storms coming on the radar? I didn't get to check.
I don't have the radar up right now.
Well, I see one little one coming from the south from Morgantown at us.
Okay.
I got to haul a little bit of furniture today. But anyways, I just turned it on, but I heard you talking about the nutting camp of the newspaper. What was that?
So, I don't know if you get the Uniontown paper or not.
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, it's now being delivered by mail instead of your own carrier.
Well, guess what? I'm so happy. I'm really, really happy. I didn't hear any other comments, but I just want to tell you this. I had to walk down 12 steps to the street and get it all the time, and half the time it was wet, and sometimes it didn't even come. And then I would save them all and take them back down to the post office, down to the newspaper office about once every 3 weeks, and have them take like a whole week's off of my bill. And but I know I didn't complain because they don't make much money, and I don't know if it's a kid or adult doing it. I'm not that kind of guy that's going to be complaining over, wet newspaper. But I don't know how much money they make. Probably not much. I'd probably guess maybe $150 to $200 a month, probably.
Yeah.
What would you think?
I can remember seeing ads for carriers in the paper, and depending on the size of the route, I was saying like $175, $225 a week.
Oh, that's pretty good. But still, you can't beat people up over a wet newspaper for that kind of money because nobody wants to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not making $15 an hour. No. It's far from it. So, I'm happy I got it. Now, you know why? Instead of getting it like 4 in the afternoon wet, now it comes at 11 o'clock right in my mailbox. I just open up the door, reach out, and get it. And I moved to Uniontown, but I lived in Point Marion before that. I've been living in here for like 6 months because I wanted to be close to the YMCA. I moved here, but and I got it at the mailbox there, and that was so much better than trying to have to go out and pick it up off the street.
Yeah,
so I thought maybe Nutting had another paper somewhere that he canceled. I just caught the tail end of that last one.
No, he's but but I'm glad you get yours in the morning. But myself, I don't get it till 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon or later. And a bunch of callers and other callers have said that
4 and 5.
Yeah,
4 or 5 in the afternoon, and where they were getting like 8 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're unhappy with that. But
sure.
Well, some people are going to be happier and some people aren't.
Yeah,
that's how it is with everything in life.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Hey, God bless. I just wanted to.
All right,
jump
Skipper.
in there.
Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Thanks for keeping us informed.
Stay
God
dry.
bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes.
Hey, this is Mark calling.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, I just want to make some comment about the newspaper. In August we had our 50th class reunion.
Okay.
So I dropped a photo of the our class reunion. I thought they might want to use it as a filler in case it, just they didn't have enough space. I guess I never used it, but I walked in there. I thought I was walking into a funeral home.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, there was no hustle and bustle at all. It was quiet. I mean, you would think you would, walk into a newsroom, there'd be noise or something. It wasn't Mary Tyler Moore or something you would see in an old-time movie. The typewriter blasting away and, somebody yelling, "Hey, copy, copy."
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was walking to a funeral home.
Yeah. Okay.
But, because I did walk in there a few times before in my life, about half a dozen times. I remember there being noise in there.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I walked in there, I thought I walked to a funeral home.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the only thing I can give you about it, Russ.
All righty. Hey, Mark. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
You have a good one. Bye-bye.
Well, guess what? That just about does it for today's show of What's on Your Mind. So, CBS News is coming up next. They're just around the corner, going to bring you news from around the world, around the country. And then TJ is going to be in here for the local news, sports, and weather. I think I'm back in here tomorrow. I haven't double-checked my schedule, but I'm pretty sure I'm here tomorrow, so we'll do this again. So some more open conversation on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. This is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Cammie McCormick. This just in. Ryan Ruth, a man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump at a Florida golf course last year, has been found guilty by a jury in Fort Pierce. CBS's Christian Benavides is at the courthouse.
We just got that verdict, guilty on all 5 counts that he was facing. All of this came as closing arguments took place this morning. Ryan Ruth taking the unusual route of representing himself, and that made this entire trial go a lot quicker than initially anticipated.
As jurors were leaving the court, Ruth tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen. Marshals swarmed him and dragged him out. Trump met with Ukraine's president on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly today and was asked about Russian violations of NATO airspace.
Do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
Earlier in an address to the assembly, Trump lashed out at the world body for inaction.
It's not even coming close to living up to that potential. For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war. The only thing that solves war and wars is action.
Near where the UN General Assembly is meeting in New York, the Secret Service said it had found active SIM farms at an abandoned apartment buildings, more of them with SIM servers and thousands of SIM cards, enabling encrypted and anonymous communications. CBS's Nicole Skanga has been following this.
Law enforcement briefed on the investigation tells us that multiple foreign governments were using these very networks to communicate with known members of organized crime gangs, including drug cartels and human trafficking rings.